It's a great day to abolish abortion in Texas. Well, I have had the privilege of speaking to your legislators about 4 different days. I've talked to over 45 in this building, over 75 between Texas and Oklahoma. And I want to tell you what we've been talking about. When I march into an office and I say, hey, I'm Christine, and I'm here to talk about the bill, the only bill here that can abolish abortion, the legislators tend to give me a bit of a puzzled look. And they say, didn't we already do that? And I say, let me talk you through that and tell you why we need these bills. And I talk them through this flyer that I've been giving out, and you can get one too if you come up to me after the rally here. And I tell them, we are post-Roe. We have a trigger law. And yet I personally, as a woman in Texas, can still abort my baby, and I will get away with it legally. I tell them every single baby who could have been aborted prior to the overturn of Roe can still be aborted post-Roe in the state of Texas. And they say, educate me. And I say gladly. And so I tell them that I have been ministering to actively aborting mamas in Texas for over 15 years. When we have an aborting mother who's thinking about her abortion and thinking about what she's going to do, she often will go online into what's called a pre-abort support group, where she will post and ask questions like, should I use the pills, or should I go with the vacuum? Should I tell my boyfriend if I'm just going to kill the baby anyway? And they have all these questions. And so when the mothers from Texas are now posting, they post things like, I'm in Texas, I need an abortion, what do I do? Help! Exclamation point. And I've been showing our legislators a screenshot of what the moderator abortionist, the abortionist is now serving as the moderator. And I've been telling them and showing them in this screenshot what she is counseling the mothers to do. Do you know what that abortionist moderator is saying? She's saying, girls, honey, you don't have to worry about it in Texas, because in Texas and in most trigger law states, there is a carve-out in the law that allows for you as the pregnant person, and they use that word person now because we're now counseling pregnant men, biological females posing as men. And she says, and that carve-out says that you will never be punished. You will never be prosecuted. And so she tells the mothers, you can simply do the pills at home. And they're counseling the woman into ordering even more doses of the pills to keep those pills on hand for future abortions. Well, I don't know about you, but that's called pre-planning your abortion. It's wicked and it needs to end. The trigger law exception language that they're referring to is the same exception language in our criminal homicide code. It's in our Heartbeat Act, and it's in our trigger law that is active right now. And it says something to the effect of a pregnant woman on whom an abortion is performed will never be prosecuted, will never be punished, will never be penalized. And you know what? Those Democrats, those abortionists that used to operate in our abortion clinics here in Texas, they're not stupid. They know that laws without enforcement are as if there is no law in the first place. For half of Texas, all Texas women when we're pregnant. And so they're coaching the mothers into the pills. And so I've been showing the legislators screenshots of what that looks like. I'm showing them screenshots from the pre-abort groups where the mothers say, oh, we know it's illegal, but we're going to do it anyway. I've been showing them screenshots because a lot of people think that the abortion pills are not as bad as, a surgical abortion. We've been trained to think those surgicals are so, gory and graphic. I've been showing them these mothers and their screenshots and how they can sometimes see their little baby's arms and legs and their little baby's head and umbilical cord. I've been showing them how the mothers sometimes need burial boxes. Why? Because sometimes they're doing late terms at home with those pills, and I'll get into that here in a little bit. And when I tell them what the answer is, sometimes they stop and listen to me, and sometimes they think that this is mean to women, but I tell them the answer to all of this yuck, all this graphic, gory stuff that I hate dealing with, the answer is equal protection. And when they say, what does that mean? I tell them, it means to take the same laws that protect you and me from being murdered and simply extend that protection to protecting all Texans, regardless of age, size, or location in the womb. And you know what they usually say? Many of them will look at me and say, well, we can't do that. We can't take that exception clause out of our trigger law. We can't take that exception clause out of our criminal homicide code. That's criminalizing women. Guys, learn this line. We are not criminalizing women. We're criminalizing abortion without exceptions for me as a woman to be able to violate the law willfully and knowingly. The other thing that they tend to tell us inside of this Capitol is, well, we don't have to do that. We don't have to establish equal protection. We can simply go after the pills. And I tell them, boy, we do have a pill problem, but let me talk to you about why we can't just criminalize the pills. Okay, so let me talk you through that. First of all, you should know that out in the open, in the public eye, professionally selling to aborting mothers in Texas, post row, under our trigger law, is the following. Kids, I want you to start counting. These are the companies: Aid Access, MedSide 24, Secure Abortion Pills, Private Emma, Abortion RX, Get Mifeprex, His Blue, Generic Abortion Pills, MTP Pharmacy, Buy MTP Kits, Abortion Ease, Best Abortion Pill, Privacy Pill RX, Telefem Mexico, Pills Online RX, Red State Access, Abortion Privacy, and Online Abortion Pill RX. Were you counting? That's 18 companies selling to our Texas mothers just right out in the open. This is not the secret underground groups. This isn't the pill swapping sites on Facebook. These are the ones selling as open, as out there in the open as Planned Parenthood used to be with their clinics on the corner. Folks, do we have an abortion problem in Texas? Yes, we do. Does it need to be abolished? Yes, it does. Guess what? All of these sites will sell to all ages. If an 11-year-old wants to order her abortion pills online, there's nothing stopping her. Several of these sites will send more pills if the mother is deemed to be above 10 weeks so that she can do that late-term abortion at home. And just one of those sites in that list of 18, the Journal of American Medical Association has recorded over 19,000 abortions ordered by pregnant mothers in Texas post-Roe. Just one of all of those on the list. We have a massive abortion problem. And I tell them, even if you were able to completely stop the pills, which is a good thing to do, the Democrats are already out in the open with PlanCpills.org, and they're already telling us that they will do mail forwarding, having women in other states like Illinois order the pills for Texas women so that they can kill on Texas soil. Still legal under the trigger law, still legal post-Roe until we have equal protection. They're coaching them into driving across state borders into to the abortion clinics, using general delivery post office addresses, pickup in Mexico. And even if they were able to stop all of these pill companies selling to Texas mothers for do-it-yourself at-home abortions, the Democrats, the pro-abort groups, are still counseling the mothers into herbal abortions, veterinarian drugs meant for horses and other animals, vitamin C flushes, bleach, coat hangers, bicycle spokes, umbrella rods, alcohol overdose, illegal drug use, telling each other to party hard. They will always find a way until there is equal protection. I'm even showing your legislators here, and I'll show you if you come up to me afterwards, a screenshot, a picture of a mother who did her late-term abortion at home, killing her 24-week-old son with a smile on her face. And we beg of these legislators to do what is right for these little ones. But many times they look at me and they say, we just can't do that because it's just mean-spirited to women. And I tell them, it is not only good and right and loving for Texas babies, but it is good and right and loving for us Texas women as well. Abolish abortion and give us equal protection under the law. Thank you.